Michelle Lesur is the Chief Executive Officer of Andermatt Madumbi. Michelle, a warm welcome to you on our program.
Good day, Gerda, and good day, listeners. Thank you for the opportunity to connect in with you today and share with you what we do at Andermatt Madumbi.
Michelle, Andermatt Madumbi are market leaders in biological solutions for agriculture. What exactly is meant by biological products?
Gerda, at Andermatt Madumbi, we believe in changing the way food is grown to ensure healthy food for all. To do this, we want to increase the use of biological solutions which are used in the agricultural production process, as well as in your own home and garden. Biological solutions differ from conventional agricultural inputs, such as synthetic chemistry, in that they are living organisms. They are beneficial viruses, fungi, and bacteria which work with nature to enhance the yield and quality of our crops and gardens, as well as support their defense against pests and diseases.
I've heard of this. Is this new technology? And how long have biologicals been around for?
Because biological solutions are sourced from nature, they've actually been used for thousands of years in some shape or form. In modern agriculture, though, they might be considered new technology because of the increased awareness and recent adoption by growers who want to reduce the amount of synthetic chemistry which is being used in their production process. Today, the industry is growing steadily due to the many advantages of integrating biologicals on farm. These include increased health and safety for farm workers and the health aspects derived from the food which we eat. The modern consumer is elevating the awareness of the health aspects, not only here in South Africa, but on a global level as well.
Michelle, please tell our listeners about the story of Andermatt Madumbi.
Andermatt Madumbi was started more than 30 years ago by Martin and Isabel Andermatt in Switzerland. As PhD students, they both wanted to use science to change the way pests and diseases were controlled in agriculture. James Leslie, a South African farmer with young children, wanted to change the way food was grown after seeing his children playing in his lands, which he had recently sprayed with a lot of harmful chemistry. Andre Fox was given a bag of Madumbis as a thank you gift from a local Shangaan tribe after doing some agricultural work for them. These four founders came together with the common purpose of using biologicals to change the way food is grown. And to this day, this remains Andermatt Madumbi's purpose, and we believe our gift to agriculture in South Africa.
As a company, you have recently had a rebrand from Madumbi Sustainable Agriculture to Andermatt Madumbi. What does this mean for growers?
Gerda, the motivation for rebranding from Madumbi Sustainable Agriculture to Andermatt Madumbi was to bring together the power of the global brand with the power of the local brand. It was about recognizing the influence of something called glocal, a combination of global and local. In coming together under one brand, we recognize the collective significance of the expertise which exists between all the subsidiaries within the global Andermatt Group, as well as the uniqueness which exists within our local South African territory. It's bringing together the precision of the Swiss clock with the heartbeat of the African drum. And this is the new Andermatt Madumbi.
Biologicals is perceived as being quite a new concept for some, and most people automatically associate biologicals with organics growers. Is this correct?
Biologicals is not a new concept. They were commercially introduced into South Africa more than 20 years ago, but largely used only by the early adopters who were looking to change the way food is grown. For a long time, biologicals were only associated with organics, and this is not entirely correct. Biologicals are complementary to organic programs, but actually organics only makes up 10% of the customer profile, both locally and on a global level. Our focus at Andermatt Madumbi is on conventional agriculture, and we see future success in developing growing programs which complement synthetic chemistry to ensure maximum return on investment for growers in a sustainable manner.
Is biologicals another trend or buzzword? There has been a lot of skepticism about how effective they really are and what role they play in the future of agriculture.
Gerda, there's a much higher level of acceptance now amongst our growers than there was 10 to 15 years ago. I think society is much more conscious about health, and today's consumers demanding nutritious food which is grown with more of a sustainable footprint. Because of this, our growers are having to change their mindsets towards biologicals and incorporate more biological solutions in order to meet this demand from the consumer. We are seeing strong growth in the biological industry of more than 15% per annum as it moves from the pioneer stage to the competitive stage. Here in South Africa, the success of the industry will depend on how well we integrate our biological solutions with synthetic chemistry in our growing programs.
Michelle, and finally, as a woman CEO in a traditionally male-dominant industry, what is your message to young women looking to enter into this industry?
Gerda, to young women entering into this industry, I give them my full support. We have a very important role to play in the future of agriculture here in South Africa. As women, we are responsible for nurturing and feeding the next generation. How we do that is dependent on the solutions we bring to the table to ensure we balance both food safety and food security. Now is the time to use science, agronomy, and commerce to lead from where we stand. I believe the future is very bright for women in agriculture.
Michelle, where can you be contacted for further information?
We can be contacted at our Andermatt Madumbi offices on 086 104 5261, where you can be put in contact with one of our biospecialists who will be able to assist you on your biological journey. For further information, you can also go to our website, www.andermatt.co.za. Thank you, Gerda, and thank you, listeners.